afternoon, everyone. Today's video is going to be related to our notary loan signing series, and it's going to just talk about how you get more signings in general, right? Everyone on YouTube will tell you you certainly need to just sign up to a gazillion signing companies, and that is true, but part of it will require you to kind of get out and introduce yourself to some of those title and escrow companies. And this is also how you get direct signings or direct clients. And direct clients just means that you are getting a direct assignment through your title and escrow company, which the benefit of this is you get the full payment, right? You're not splitting your payment with a signing company. So in doing this, you just got to get out there and just start to introduce yourself. And I can tell you what's worked for me with some of my direct clients, because it's essential to just kind of put a face to a name. So let's start with the first tip. The first tip is to make marketing packages, right? I know that sounds a bit overwhelming. It sounds like it could be some money. You will have to invest a little, but you can certainly go to the Dollar Tree, to Target, to Dunkin' Donuts, and prepare a little introduction package or kit is what I like to call it. Doing Valentine's Day, I went to Hobby Lobby and grabbed these like almost mason jars, or like jars that had I think it was ohm, I think it's what it's called. It had like a little Valentine's Day character at the top of the lid, and I just filled it with chocolate and added my business label on it and did an introductory letter of who I am. And obviously I brought it into those signing companies so that they can just put a face to the package. So one of the first tips, like I said, would be to do an introduction market package. And it could be a bag of candy. It could be a good one is also a box of donuts. So you can do a dozen donuts, put your label on it, do your introduction letter with it, and just take it to their office and say, hey, I'm Desiree. Just wanted to introduce myself and share some of my experience with you. I am a notary loan signer, and I've been doing this work in the district or wherever you live for several years, and would love to partner with and be one of your preferred notaries. And is it okay if I leave this package? Another thing that you can do is also to do like little mini cupcakes from Target. I think when I did that promotion package, I did a I think they were $4.99, girl. And I stuck my label on it, and that I've created through Canva. I talked to you guys about Canva before. Did those labels on Canva, had them printed out at like Office Depot, and then I stuck my label on Target's little mini cupcakes. And when I went to introduce myself with my introductory letter, that was one of the things that I took in. And I had someone follow up and say, you rang out to all of our loan processors, etc., because we have a whole lot of sweet tooth people in here. So they loved the sweets. Thank you so much for that. Wanted to see if you were available to do a follow-up call for maybe an interview. So don't be afraid to kind of think outside the box, and maybe these ideas that I have given to you is not something that resonate with you, but just do your own marketing kit to, promote yourself. So you have something to leave with them that it'll be memorable enough for them to want to call you. So don't forget that. 9 times out of 10 they will say yes. 10 times out of 10 they'll say yes, and it just gives you a great opportunity. So when they are when they need a notary, when they are already have got all their preferred notaries doing work and they have another signing, they'll think of you. I have gotten so much direct work from this process, so I'm trying to share this information so that it can be helpful to you. As you are aware, like, it just seems like the business is slowing down a bit. It could be because of oversaturation. It could very well just be because the interest rates are going up. But believe you me, this process has been around for years, so the work is there. This will be a great opportunity for you to hone in on some of your direct signing skills and say, hey, I gotta market myself when I'm not working. How do I market myself so that I can still keep my calendar booking busy? And essentially, you may end up making more with less work because your pay is much higher. Sometimes for a reverse mortgage, you can get $300 opposed to $150 you may get through the signing companies. So and then that can cover several signings for you based on what you would have done in a day. So it's very essential to really market yourself. First thing first is you want to just Google all your local title and escrow companies in your area and your community, and then you can cluster them. You can cluster your market day based on where their locations are. So you can try to hit 2 and 3 on that one market day to introduce yourself, right? So start with your list, Google it, check them off. And go and introduce yourself. Another key thing to doing this will also be to just go in looking professional. So when you're going to drop off your marketing kit, you want to dress to the nines, girl. You want to put on your suit. You want to beat your face. You want to have a haircut if you're a dude. You want to represent yourself how you would represent them because they want to see that, right? They don't want to see you come in there because it's an off day for you because you're marketing in sweats. That's not going to get you a partnership with someone. Go in there representing yourself as if they called you today and asked you to do a signing in their office. That's another thing. Oftentimes, a escrow and title company will ask you to do signings in their office. Now, many of them will still have signings at people's homes and that sort of thing, but you are walking into their office, you need to be dressed the part because you are representing them. So when you're going out on market day, make sure you are dressed to the nines. I ain't saying a gown, girl, but dress as you would if you were going in for an interview, because you are going in for an interview. They may sit and ask you questions. They may, just want to converse with you in that introduction. So certainly make sure that you look the part. I know I've mentioned it throughout this video a few times. I mentioned the fact that you should go and with an introduction letter. So when you have a marketing kit, your market kit may be a mason jar of candy with your label on it, but you also want to physically give them business cards and also an introductory letter. I actually have an introductory letter on my website that you can check out if you're interested in it. But it essentially says that I am going to kill the game when I go out there. I am going to knock it dead, and I'm going to end with a successful close, and having something that they can put up so other people who are scheduling signings can see is key. So why not make it so cute that people won't, while they're eating their lunch in the lunchroom and it's up, that they'll take a look at it. And when they're thinking like, oh my gosh, I need a notary for this time at this day, let me check the young lady whose picture is in our lunchroom or in our bar coffee machine. So make sure that you are writing yourself a nice introductory letter that introduces who you are, that also has a picture of yourself on it. You can use, and I do, use the very same profile picture that I use for NNA. So it's easier to identify me, right? So when they're actually going online, because many of the title company and escrow companies are also booking notaries through the snap docs and the signing orders, just because they know that they can get a vast amount of notaries that will respond, right? They may not just directly go through a company, they will do it themselves. So in that, you certainly want to just make sure that you can be identified, right? Now, you don't have to have the same picture, but it's nice to have the same picture of who you are on actually your introduction letter. If you want more tips about what you could add into that introduction letter, you can feel free to reach out to me. Again, I offer a template one on my website that you can go and check out as well. So go check it out. Okay, and another thing you want to do is, after you've made those kits, right? After you have went to the location to drop off the kits looking very professional, and left your business cards and also your introductory letter, you want to follow up, right? You may go out once a month to do 2 to 5 direct introduction market kits, and you want to quite often, now don't be a nuisance. Don't drive somebody crazy with your emails and your calls, but certainly follow up and say, hey, just wanted to say hello, or pop in when you're doing another marketing promotion. You do that, you can actually go in and say, hey, just wanted to follow up, let you know that I'm still available to work with you guys. If you have, or if you could please add me to your preferred notary directory. I would love to support you guys and assist. Just kind of check in. Hello again, I'm Desiree, and just wanted to make sure that you received my package, and would love to work with you guys if you have any opportunities that I may be able to benefit from. So make sure you are following up with them. Be confident in it. You're not going to get all your direct signings. That's just not the way that life works. And if you do, girl, cheers to you, okay? But it's just not the way that things work. So you have to just kind of put your foot to the ground, and you have to just go get it, right? And part of that is just following up to those who may be too busy to look at it, look at your actual, to look at your package. So don't be discouraged by that. Just kind of follow up, send some emails, right? And lastly, when you cannot go out to actually do a face-to-face market or promotion of your business, you certainly want to, at the bare minimum, send some emails and make some phone calls. I know it's not as personable as having people see your personality, seeing how you will greet and introduce their clients. It's more difficult to do it over email and call to stand out, but you certainly can. So don't be discouraged if your schedule is so busy, but you still want to go after some of those direct clients. You want to send some emails. Put that introductory letter in the emails that has a picture of you, and yeah, and I am sure that it'll still work out. I hope these tips have been very helpful to you guys. I know that it feels like the industry has certainly slowed up a bit, but I promise you, it just keeps going. This is something that you can continue to do. You just have to get yourself out there and think business minded. While these things are, or your schedule may be a bit slow, you can do a number of things, right? Have you established your business as a LLC? It's time to kind of do those things. Maybe you can use the spare time to build a website, right? Don't let this time where there may be some space in your schedule, because trust you me, I'm still booked and busy. Many other notaries are still booked. It's just they may not be turning down as many as they would have, but use these opportunities to really elevate your business. And I know we talked about how you can elevate some of your notarial business in our last videos. You can use some of those tips if you have some extra time, but start to get creative about what else you can do, right? Marketing yourself to other people and other businesses that require notarizations, right? The selling of cars, the hospitals, the prison systems. There's a magnitude of things that you can do with your notarial services. So don't let it just be loan signing. If you have some spare time, figure out how you start to transition those skills along other areas so you can continue being the money girl, because that's what this is about. So hopefully, again, this information is useful. You know what to do. You absolutely need to subscribe. You also need to drop a comment and also turn on that bell notification just so that you can know when we're posting again. In addition, go visit us over at our website, the blog website, My Truth Lies Here. Lots of fun topics, baby. It's somewhat salacious. But no, it's fun and it's a good hobby, how we continue to inspire and empower women. And if you're here for it, girl, go check us out. I will add it up here. I hope this works out. I'll add it there so you can see what we're doing over at our blog. But until then, ladies and gents, see you soon. Bye-bye.